We have a question from Facebook. Jay is asking, I must admit that I would be happy if I just knew the name of the tablet that Sal uses to present. That is the biggest challenge when teaching remotely. I cannot tell you how many times teachers have said, if only we had tablets like Sal uses. All right, well, I will tell you the name of the tablet. I actually have it right over here, and I'm not normally about product endorsement, so I'm not sure if this is the best tablet out there or what, but it's definitely met my needs. So let's see, this is the Intuos Pro Medium pen tablet. I think it costs $100 or $200. It looks like this, and it will come with a pen that, whoops, I'm pressing buttons on. I hope I'm not disconnected. It comes with a pen that looks like this. This camera is kind of a reverse mode. So there you go. So that is the tablet. And you don't, I think the cost really increases as you go from the small to the medium to the large. For many years at Khan Academy, I had the small version, which I think was like $70. And you can go pretty far with that. So yeah, hopefully that is useful. And obviously this is useful. Tablets like this are useful for making Khan Academy style videos. And I actually use a tablet like that with a pen, and I use Camtasia to record my screen. And this is the microphone that I have. This is a Samson. And once again, I'm sure there's other good microphones. Let's see. Samson CO3U. I just realized it wouldn't do much good if I'm reading the model number when my mouth is on the other side of the microphone. But just with that and Camtasia, you can make exactly the types of videos I make. And obviously, this is useful for all of y'all who are also doing live Zoom or Google Hangout type sessions as well, because you can share your screen and then use your art program. Oh, and I use Sketchbook Pro for the art program. But you could use others. I like to just use something that's quite responsive. Some of the art programs that get super fancy, there's a little bit of a lag, and that bothers me. So that's what I try to do. And I've been working with some teachers running some live sessions as well. And so I use the exact same tools for that, where I can share my screen and share the art program. I will say a low-tech hack for the live sessions, and actually in theory you could do this for your videos as well, is those small whiteboards that we have students do their problem on. You can literally just have one of those and write with a marker. I've actually found that to be reasonably good, especially for the kind of the live sessions when you're trying to work with students. Alan Yeab says, "Hi Sal, what do you think is better, remote learning or in person?" Well, it's not a comparison. I think they're good at different things. The ideal is in person, but what matters, let me put it this way. When I remember my in-person college classes where it was 300 people in a lecture hall, or actually maybe it was a lecture hall that could fit 300 people. 100 people showed up. The professor would kind of give the lecture, essentially read the lecture notes that he might have been using for the last 18 years. And, there's like 20 people in the front who are paying attention. And then there's a group of people someplace in the middle or the back, and they're kind of, they're trying to stay up but they're kind of dozing off a little bit. That's not a great in-person experience. And I could imagine a virtual experience that is at least as good or better than that. I mean, if you just have a video of that, you're already maybe as good, because you can pause and repeat and watch it at 2x speed. And then you could imagine a Zoom session or Google Hangout where the professor is asking questions, having a Socratic dialogue, giving you a challenging problem and making you work in groups on that problem before coming back to the professor. So that comparison is a highly not interactive physical experience versus a highly interactive virtual experience. In that world, that virtual is better. Now, the dream scenario is a highly interactive in-person experience. So the ideal experience, what I want for my children, what I would want if I'm a student, and frankly, what I would want as a teacher, is everyone's in the room, but it's not just me projecting something that could be a video. It's me facilitating, designing interactions, dialogue that's going to form deep, meaningful connections with each other. So that's the real value of person-to-person, in-person interaction. Now, distance learning is able to do a few things that you can't do in person. If students are traveling, obviously we're in an emergency situation right now. Distance learning can be more flexible around time and space. You can run a class at 9 p.m. and it can include people from all over the country or all over the world. So it does introduce some flexibility there. I think the ideal is getting the best of both, so that learning is never bound by time or space, but you are for sure getting that in-person socialization, that in-person connection, which, you know, is going to be very hard to replace by digital until we get, you know, until virtual reality. Probably we have to have 50 years of development of virtual reality before we can even get close.